guys! So it is Tuesday and it is 6:30 and today we're doing the full day of eating. I'm excited how this goes and yeah, I'll also do some chit chat on priorities in eating disorder recovery. So I'm looking forward to this and I'm going to get some coffee, get myself ready and make some breakfast, and then I will catch you when I have my breakfast. So see you. Coffee. So for breakfast I have a bowl of oats with milk and some chopped apple. I put it overnight in the fridge and now I will warm it up in the microwave. Put almond butter, cashew butter, a lot of honey and cream cheese on it and some banana probably. So yeah, that's my breakfast. So I figured I will do the little chit chat with you right now, guys, because I still have some time until I have to go to university to pay the lab course bill. So yeah, we'll do this right now. As I said before, I want to talk about priorities in eating disorder recovery and also the shift of priorities in eating disorder recovery and in the different phases of eating disorder recovery. In the very beginning, most of us are severely underweight. I'm not saying that you have to be underweight to have an eating disorder. There are a lot of people that are not underweight but have to recover anyways. In this case, the recovery process might be different. But for the people that are severely underweight, in the very beginning, in the very first phase, weight gain is necessary to survive, to get back a brain that functions properly, because your brain is malnutrition, it is not working properly, and a lot of symptoms exist that come from malnutrition that you probably consider to be from anorexia. So in the very beginning, it is important to gain back weight and to focus primarily on. In this phase, there is no need to stress about other things. The main focus is eating food and gaining your weight back. So you don't need to feel the need to actually be able to go out with friends, to join parties, to go to university, to study, to go to school, to do sports. These are all things that you don't have to be able to do in this phase. So I know that a lot of people have too high expectations on themselves when being in recovery. I had them myself. I felt extremely guilty for not being able to go out with friends or talk properly with them on parties or go to parties, because I knew that I would not be able to eat there. And not being able to eat in a certain situation means that you're not gaining weight, you're losing weight probably. So this is not what should be the priority in this phase. So please, in the beginning of recovery, focus on weight gain. Don't feel guilty for anything that you're not able to do. If you're able to go with friends, that's fine. But if you're not, this is totally okay. So I would always recommend be open with your illness, to tell people what is going on, why you're not able to join them. Even if they don't understand, they at least know what is going on and can try to understand. So for me, this worked very, very well. There are always people that you don't want to talk about your illness, but most of your friends and most of your family members can be told, and it helps. It really helps, because then they can understand why you're not able to do this right now, and they're not angry or anything with you. Because if you have really good friends, they will try to accept you the way you are. So if you're not able to do this right now, and you have to focus on it right now, so yeah. Also, this has nothing to do with being selfish or anything, or egocentric or whatever. So you almost destroyed yourself, you almost killed yourself. So focus on your nutrition and on your weight is something that is primarily self-care, and yeah, self-care. It's self-care and self-love, and this is something everybody should practice regularly and each and every day. So this has nothing to do with being selfish. I know for myself that I felt a lot of times that I would be totally egoistic, but you're not. Please keep in mind you're not. You're just trying to survive. This phase can last as long as you need to last it. You will probably feel it by yourself when you're ready to start going out with friends again without restriction, or going to parties without restriction, or doing some sports without losing weight. This is something everybody has to figure out for himself. So I cannot say that it's after this or this amount of months or this amount of weight gained back. So this really differs from everybody. Everybody's recovery is different. So please make sure that you listen to yourself, and you will only try to do those things if you feel ready for it. This is also to lose something with stress. So there's only a certain amount of stress that your brain and your body can endure. So the amount of stress is different for everybody. But you have to imagine that in the beginning of recovery, you put a lot of stress on your body because your body is not used to the food anymore. So it's enormous stressful for the body to digest all the food and to gain the weight back. You will probably be really, really tired and anxious and depressed, which is normal in the beginning of recovery. So these are the two first phases where weight gain and eating is still the top priority. And you have to be very, very careful not to find excuses and not to eat. This is a very stressful phase, or these are very stressful phases, but if you keep going, you will get used to it more and more. There are always bad days. There are probably a lot of bad days, but you have to keep going. And then you will finally, also for everybody's different when this would be, you'll finally reach a phase in which you might even have reached your set point. So your body is not malnutrition anymore, you're feeling better and it's kind of working again. So in this phase, you can actually start working on a lot of mindset issues. You can start doing so before, of course you can, but especially in the beginning this might be really, really hard because your body, as I said, is malnutritioned. It's severely overweight, just so your brain is not working properly, and a lot of symptoms that come with anorexia are actually symptoms that come from starvation and not from your mindset. So I will talk about this in another video, but that is just what I want to mention. So if you have gained your weight back and you're at your set point, also for everybody the set point is different. Also the set point might not be the weight you want to be at. It might not be like at the BMI level most people have. So be really, really careful to find your set point. Also take time for it. Take time to find your set point, because you will never recover fully if you don't take the time to find your set point and to let your body rest. So if you're getting in this third phase, you can actually start working on your mindset. This is a very hard phase because you still have to keep eating while facing those fears and those mindsets. So for everybody, the things he or she has to work on is different. This might be meal times, or being more flexible in eating. Having fear foods that you don't want to eat, but which are normally not foods that you don't like, so you will probably eat them if you haven't had an eating disorder. So those have to be faced. Maybe also reintroducing exercise, getting into exercise again without being compulsive about it, without using it as a method to lose weight again or to compensate for food you've eaten. Also learning to respond to your hunger cues. For me, this is really difficult. There are days, usually the days where my tummy issues are not so bad. There are days where I'm actually more hungry than I have to eat, or like the number I wanted to eat for this or that meal. But after that I realized I'm still hungry. And in the beginning I couldn't respond to it. I was like, oh my gosh, like why I'm still hungry? I can't do this. I already ate a lot and I will be too full afterwards and I will get tummy issues and. But in this moment you have to calm down and realize if your body wants food, you have to give it to him because you're restricted for such a long time and your body needs food. All it needs is food. So please respond to those hunger cues. And this is something that has to be practiced. In the beginning, it's really, really scary. I was really anxious about it, but it gets better the more you do it, the more you respond to it. And there are a lot of other things. For example, also that you're not able to go out with a full tummy, or that you focus extremely on your tummy. That you feel fat, or that you have body dysmorphia issues where you see yourself bigger than you actually are. Those are all things, and there are a bunch of more things that probably you have to work on, and you have to work on why you're facing those. So this is again a situation that, well, these are situations that will be really stressful for you. And those situations, when facing your fears, you will be extremely stressed, especially in the beginning. It will get better and better by time, so that in the end it's not a challenge anymore, so it's part of your normal life, and that is the goal of it. But in the beginning it will be really stressful. So this is also why there's no point in doing those things in the beginning of your recovery, because as I said before, the stress in the beginning of the recovery is already so high that working on those things would even operate more, and you will probably not stand it. You will probably, I'm not saying it's necessary, but you will probably relapse because you say like, oh no, that's too much, I can't do this. And also if expectations from other people are too high, explain them why you're not doing it. Tell them that you're not ready for this, that your stress level is already so high that you could not stand facing more stress. So it is okay to say, no, I'm not there yet, I can't do this, I want to do it, but I can't, and this is okay. So admit this, tell them, and don't feel guilty for it, because you're on the right path, and the moment where you can face the other stressful phases will come. So yeah, if you're done in the third phase where you can actually where you can actually face other fears and other mindset issues, and you can stand the stress because your body is not that stressed anymore. This is actually the phase where you have to be really consistent working on yourself, and this phase can last extremely long. You have to be careful all the time because eating disorders are really, really mean, and they will use every possibility to come back, to creep back into your head. So then finally you will probably reach a point where self have recovered. And this will take time and patience, and this will be really stressful. And in this phase you have to be extremely careful that facing those stressful situations is not an excuse for your eating disorder to come back. Because you still want to recover, you're still not fully recovered, otherwise you wouldn't have to work on something. You want to reach recovery, full recovery, not quasi recovery, and you will only reach it if you keep going. There are always bad days. I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm not saying you're perfect. There will always be days when you can't face the stress and you just lay down and feel you're breaking down and you're not doing it anymore and you want to relapse so badly. But if you push through those days, they will come less and less, and you will finally be able to live your life again. And this is the main goal, because there are so many things in life that are so worth living, and it is so not worth it to destroy all those things or not to be able to do them because you're still caught up in the eating disorder. Believe me. So yeah, I hope this little chit chat helped you guys. If you have any questions concerning this topic or any other topic, just let me know in the comments. I would be really happy about it, and I will read them all. And yeah, I will get ready and get to university right now to pay the bill, and after that I will go to the gym with a good friend. Today is shoulder and arm day, so I will probably not be able to move a lot like this when I come back. And yeah, I will show you what I have for lunch then. I will probably have a snack in between you when I come back. Bye. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, I'm not a therapist, so make sure that you always talk with your therapist about things that concern yourself and your recovery. So if I'm talking about those phases, it's because it worked for me and because I believe in it, in this concept, and on what you should focus on first. But if it does not work for you and if you want to do it differently, this is totally fine. I'm not saying I'm a therapist. Please make sure I'm not a doctor either, and I'm not a nutritionist. So just keep that in mind. So I'm on my way to university, and there was a strange moment where I realized that I'm mentally hungry. So I had breakfast like 1.5 hours ago, so not for such a long time. And normally I would just ignore it. So, and as I showed before, I had this protein bar, which I normally never have, but they were on sale, so they were not as expensive as they usually are. It was okay. It was like, it tasted not bad. I would probably not buy them again, but it's okay. And they are quite high caloric, so yeah, good for me. But I just wanted to mention that it was very scary for a moment, because I was mentally hungry when I started eating the snack, so I tried to respond to it, but it was really strange because normally my snack time is later, so I just had breakfast like about 90 minutes ago, so I'm not used to eat so early my snack. But I was thinking about, well, I can wait, but actually I can't stand the feeling of being hungry anymore, which is a good sign, I hope. So it makes me ravenous, I'm getting shaky, and I'm thinking about food all the time, so where's the point in enduring this feeling of hunger? I mean, that's what I wanted to get rid of, right? So I should appreciate that my body wants food and that my body wants to be satisfied instead of hungry. So yeah, so I tried to respond to it, and I did, and I'm proud of this. And now I will enter the building, and I'll see you later. So I'm back from the gym. I went there with a friend, and I did some shoulder and arm workout, just about 30 to 45 minutes, so not too long, because it gets boring after a time. So yeah, I'm back, and it's about 12 o'clock now. So I'm about to make some lunch, and I will show you what it is when I've made it. Oh, I also did some shopping before, like some errands and stuff, but that is not so exciting. So lunch is in progress. So we have rice, that is all for me, everything. Then I have some tofu with tomatoes and 1 tablespoon of oil. And I will top it with some salad and tahini and this sauce. I love it. It's sweet and sour, and I really love it. Yeah, that's probably everything I will put in there, and I will show you what it's on my plate. This is the finished product. You see the tofu over here, the rice, the tahini, it's like 1 big tablespoon. There's the sweet and sour sauce and salad. I will have my lunch, and I'll see you afterwards. So lunch is done. It was really delicious. Like, I love it. It was quite healthy for me, and this is something I'm eating right now because my stomach is getting used to bigger portions. But beforehand, I also used to eat a lot of sweet stuff for lunch, and I still do this a lot of times, especially from the bakery. I love those sweet stuffs, and it's really high caloric. It does not make you that full, and so that is really good for weight gain. But so and now I'm done. I will relax a little and clean up this mess. Look at this. Yeah, I have to clean this, because otherwise I don't have anything to use for dinner. So okay, I will catch you guys when I want to talk to you. I was editing the video for you guys. I was starting to edit it, and I started to think about food again. So it is snack time. What I'm going to make, I think I'm going to make some porridge again, because I feel the porridge. So we are getting back from the kitchen. As I said, I made some porridge. I love porridge, like I really do. And I made it with lots of chocolate, dates, and peanut butter for the calories and for the taste. I will show you in the picture. This dinner time. So what I'm going to make is pasta. So big bunch of noodles in there. Pasta. Then I put 2 egg whites in it, 2 to 3 probably. 2 tablespoons of oil. What else do I put in it? And some carrot just for the vitamins, but it's only like half a one. Yeah, and I like to top it with some soy sauce. Oh yeah, and also mustard. And I'm drinking this beetroot juice. Basically because of the iron, and also used to be a runner, and runners really preach drinking beetroot juice, so I'm doing this for my health. Yeah, so I'm going to make dinner, have dinner, relax a little, and see you later. I finished a bowl of Greek yogurt because I was still not completely satisfied after my snack. This happens really rarely, but as I mentioned in the morning, I tried to respond to it, so that is what I did. I had another bowl of Greek yogurt. This is where I'm going to end the vlog, and I hope you guys liked it. I hope you got some ideas of what you can eat in order to gain weight. And yeah, I hope you had a wonderful day. I did. I really enjoyed the day. Also, my tummy was really nice today. It was not triggering me at all. That is really rare, and I appreciate those days. And yeah, so I will watch a movie and then go to bed. Hope you liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!